Hey guys, we're back. Fang, the Bat Fiend. Well, now we continue on with the story of Beef Quest. It's been a while, but Fang the Bat Fiend. I would give this, probably the best book in Series 6 so far. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that, because of how the plot went now. And speaking of the plot, let's get to it. Here we go. The prologue tells that Fang the Bat Fiend, Fang the Beast, is actually the master of the mining slaves in Caonia. But to the actual story, Tom and friends go to the north, but first need to make camp in the morning. They would head to the place called the Golden Valley. However, Velmal taunted Tom, and using his magic to send a nightmare at him. Of course, Tom and friends continue on discovering what Caonia includes, what Caonia includes, an underwater city, and how its weird daylight cycle affects their friendship with uneasy short quarrels. Finally, they discover the next beast is a giant bat called Fang, and Tom and friends encounter a blind miner who takes them into a dried-up lake, which seems to be leading to the bottom of a large pit-like mine. A tense situation, and as the miner fears the beast. Tom and friends leave Storm up while Silver and Eleanor and Tom take a cart into the mine, where they discover all the miners are blind, and on the opposite side of the cave was a jewel, and on top of it was Fang. Tom has found Fang the Bat Fiend. Just scroll down my notes. Tom and friends watch as the fallen worker gets attacked by Fang, and they discover that when Fang flies, he steals the sight from workers. If they stop working, they decided not only to beat Fang, but to free the slaves as well. Tom and Eleanor decide to pretend to be miners, and the miners tell why they mine. They met an old man who was obviously Velmal, and said there was gold. So they met an old man who was obviously Velmal and said it was gold. They of course went and met Fang, who forced them in to keep digging. If they don't, they get their sight stolen, and they wouldn't have to mine their gold without sight. My theory is this is just a plan to feed Fang's sight, of course, and of course the miners are now corrupted by greed or some sort of spell or magic. Tom and Eleanor get their sight weakened, but come up with a plan to taking a minecart and the slaves out. So not a few slaves, all the slaves. I was wrong with that. They switch the tracks, however, Fang chases them and an epic fight ensues. Despite Tom's lack of sight, it came back clear when the sunlight was near. Also, Fang is revealed to be scared of sunlight, and because it weakens him, despite the fact that rescuing the slaves, they had to go back and deal with Fang, and Silver was left to guard the miners. Tom and Eleanor tie each other together and turn the tide, fighting Fang the Bat Fiend. Fighting Fang blinded, of course. When Tom hears water and thinks he can break the rock face, he can flood Fang. And Tom uses the mirror from Gwildor and cracks open in the rock, flooding in the mine cave, forcing the current to kill, of course, Fang with the sunlight, because the current leads Fang, and the sunlight, with full power of the sunlight, torches him up, and he turns into a bunch of little bats, and he's dead. However, Tom, of course, loses the tokens of Gwildor, but gets the jewel he needs to make his mum's medicine. They escape, of course, from the flood, despite the fact losing the tokens from Gwildor, and of course, when they do escape, Tom thinks that all the miners will be happy, but of course they're not happy. They are pretty pissed off because they've taken away their job. But it's because of the spell of Velmal, because of the corrupted gold spell. But Tom hopes that the spell will eventually be corrupted, and they leave in a huff. So it just goes to show, even if they do what they think is the right thing, was it really the right thing? Of course, Mark the apprentice shows up, saying that what you did was the right thing to, comfort Tom in his aid of sorrow. And he also returns the Gwildorian tokens, so he hasn't really lost them, which is a good thing. And now Tom only has 3, and Mark, gets the red jewel piece to add to the medicine, and now Tom has only 3 more beasts to beat. next time we'll be doing Merc the Swamp Man. So, see you guys next time.